Alright, Elijah's room like you saw in the other video for his new room, but now we added the bike. He has his bike in his room now with him. He'll be in here for the remainder of the time he's owning it, I think, because I don't trust it being outside. Somebody's going to steal it probably in our shed area. So, yeah, his room has now the motorcycle. And I might put it back in that corner there, but I don't know. That might be a little too tight, a little too much. And I like to be able to see it. So maybe keep it there or put it back in that corner, put it over here up against the back of the bed in this area here. But yeah, so new motorcycle over here in the corner, Christmas gift. All right. Okay, what's going on, everybody? This is All for One Review. I am Josh. Today I'm here with Elijah. We're outside. Yeah, it's really sunny out here, so we're trying to do this video. It's very windy, so you might not get very good audio, but I did his Christmas present. Like I said in my prior video that I was going to show his Christmas gift. So this is the day after Christmas, and he's ridden around all day yesterday, and he's been riding around today. And so basically I was just trying to do a replica somewhat, if I could, of my bike. And yeah, I'll try to put pictures in this video. I'll edit some pictures in this video of where it started from, the bike. But basically I had repainted it, obviously. It was like yellow, and then I did my brother-in-law, his uncle, did this swing arm extension for me in the rear. Very solid, good work. Very strong, stronger than what it was prior. So he did that. I was trying to get bigger wheels because I wanted to make the bike bigger. And that's basically what was going on here, is that I got this bike sight unseen. And I never messed with pocket bikes before, and I thought it was a little bit bigger, looked bigger in the pictures. So I got it and I was like, oh, it fits him, but I can make it, or it should be a little bit bigger so it looks more like a normal bike would to me for him. So I decided, messing around with it when I first got it, that I had my seat from my bike. It comes off very easily, so I took it off and I put it on this one because it came with this little cutout here. It's basically the size of the seat that it was before. This was like the whole seat. I put it on there on this one because I got this seat from somebody else and it has like cuts underneath it. So I just basically glued this on top of it until I could reskin the whole thing. But yeah, so I figured, okay, so I can make it a longer seat and make it like a real seat, and also makes the bike a little longer. I extended the back of the tail section here about 3 to 4 inches, and in the front about 2 inches, so the bike looks even longer now. And I was going to make bigger tires. I couldn't get it in time though. I was going to get bigger tires to make the bike even taller, and then maybe slightly lower the bike on top of them. But yeah, I'll get that later. And the turn signals and all that are wired, but I haven't put them on yet. I just have this like shell over there to see where I want to put it, and when I get the new ones I'll stick it on there. But they're all wired and ready working. The wiring was a pain in the ass. What was it?
I have a question.
What?
How long would it take you to do this one per bike?
Oh, to do the whole bike, it would be the same. It's the same thing really. It's just bigger, on bigger scale. You need bigger tools and bigger, mounts and brackets and stuff like that. There's a lot more bolts to it.
But there's more parts to it than this bike. So
yeah, there's more stuff like that, but it's a little bit more complicated. But the basic premise is the same. Chain turns, the motor turns the chain, turns the wheel, stuff like that. But yeah, what was I saying? I was saying, oh, the bike is wired already. Everything's wired. The horn works. Everything works. Where's your key? You got your key?
I gotta go inside and
Okay, go ahead inside and get it while I finish talking about this. So yeah, he's got his key that I bought a new wiring kit, and I had put it in there. That was the biggest thing was the wiring on this. I had my roommate help me because he knows about wiring. I don't know much about wiring. I could learn it. I don't care for it really, and it's a little bit confusing sometimes. So I had him help me on the wiring part of the bike, and so his horn, his turn signals, his headlight, his speedometer, all that works. Lights up, turns on. I zip tied this little speaker on there for him because on my bike I have this bracket that I put my UE boom on so I can listen to it at low speeds. You can hear it just fine and it sounds good. But he wanted that one on his bike, so I got him a little Bluetooth speaker zip tied to his little frame holder there for his windscreen, and so he can listen to music. But yeah, so the wiring is done. Everything looks good. I had the fenders here were broken. Like the tab was usually over here somewhere, so I cut it off and I shaved it with a grinder, and then before I painted it, and then I cut this section out here, this square. I cut it out here so it looked better because it was all broken up in here and stuff like that. So I gave it like a little bit of a design. I was gonna add a bottom fairing on my own. I was gonna cut up a like plastic Tupperware and put a bottom fairing, but I just ran out of time because it was a Christmas gift. So I'm gonna do that later. But yeah, so it's a brand new motor in there, 50cc. That I have to add a starter to as well. That's another thing I have to do. It's a couple other little things I have to do. I have to add a starter to it. It's already wired for the starter. I just don't have one on it. And so, yeah, this was the biggest pain in the ass right here. Was this chain? This chain, I ended up getting it at Tractor Supply. Thank God they had them there because everything online for this engine, for this transfer case, so the engine comes with a different size. I think it's 25, a number 25 chain. So I got that one first thinking that was the one that I needed, but it's not, because this transfer case came off of the old engine. And so this transfer case changes the chain size to a 41. Oh no, 410 is the chain size, and nobody really has that, and it's also a very weak chain by itself. So people said online on different forums just to use a 41 chain, which is what I have here. It's slightly bit wider than the sprocket, but it's been, for 2 days, it's been fine. It hasn't slipped. It doesn't run off or anything like that, grind up or nothing like that. It doesn't float. So if you're going to be doing this and you just so happen to have this pocket bike, it's an X1 pocket bike with that transfer case, it's I would just go ahead and go with a 41 chain. And yeah, so with the extension on it, I had to get the 10 foot chain, which I basically took out basically like 3 foot off of it, but it's just one piece. I didn't have to get 2 chains like I was going to originally do, 2 chains and put them together. I just got the 1 chain from Tractor Supply and put it on, so that's great there.
Dad,
and
remember when we had to get another chain because there's one over there?
Yeah, I was explaining. I got a few chains actually from Amazon, and then I was just frustrated. I didn't think I was going to get it done before Christmas, but yeah. Also, I have my license plate there on the side of the bike, which I did for him with his name on the side of his bike in the back, and everything's good. I mean, the headlight, because once we started this thing up, the bike shakes like crazy. It's a 2-stroke. There's no like urethane motor mounts on this thing, so everything shakes to all hell. So all the bolts that were loose came out, and I had to put them on. The headlights, the one headlight bracket holding this one in, it stayed in there, the headlight bracket, and then this one came off. So I have this one like taped back so it doesn't fall out. But I found it on the road. Somebody ran it over. It came out, and I have to like bang it out or find something else to replace it. But no big deal. These are from Home Depot. They have these at Home Depot, and I got the most brightest ones I could get in that size, and it's 50 watt. And yeah, so Elijah's been riding it around all day and today. Yeah, fuel ratio, I've got that one down packed with the fuel and the oil, 2-stroke. Not much else. Like I said, I bought the wiring, and I bought all this stuff came with the wiring, the new horn and the new starter. Even though it's wired, it's not, like I said, I don't have the starter for it. I have the turn signals here, left and right, headlight. This is the headlight. I wired the headlight to it because this is all new. This is all new. So new grips, new everything. That's the horn on that side. It was supposed to be the kill switch. I'm going to add another button for the kill switch, probably in here. Watch out, move your leg. Right here where the key is, the fuse plug is not being used because it already comes in the wiring harness that I have. So that fuse plug I'm gonna take out and put a button there for a kill switch, and yeah.
Dad,
So
what is a kill switch?
to turn it off, because right now we have to turn it off with the 2 wires, which is right here, putting them together, and that cuts it off for now until I wire up a switch. Very simple, very easy. I'll probably go to AutoZone later on today or tomorrow. Yesterday was Christmas, so everything was closed. But yeah, that's Elijah's X1 pocket bike. Yeah, I don't think there's much of anything else. Is there anything else you want to add to it, Elijah?
Oh, this.
Yeah, the horn works. Oh, I wrapped this up for right now in a vinyl sticker that was laying around. It's all bumpy. It's not perfect or anything like that. But I will be wrapping this again later. The plastic itself is all cracked up and stuff like that. That's why I didn't want to leave it clear. So I will be wrapping that again later. But yeah, new brakes. Brakes are really good.
Are you gonna be showing them me riding it?
Yeah, we're gonna turn it on right now. You could go up and down the street. But yeah, this is all for one review. I am Josh, and see you on the next video. Let me start it. Watch out.